agree all sin ain't the same thing, right?
All right, we back.
Even the book declared in the book of Yndks now, he said there's a sin out of the devil now. So all sins are not exactly the same thing. Sin is transgression of the law, but there are some sins that carry the weight of death. So all sin ain't the same thing. Y'all get it? But he said, but in every
transgression
and disobedience.
Receive
which disobedience he talking about? That's going to be conjunct. Which disobedience is he going to recompense me for? If every transgression and conjunction, disobedience, whatever I've been told and taught not to do, and I do it, that's disobedience. What's it going to get, Brandon?
Received a just recompense of reward.
How?
Shall we escape?
That's why he's sending through with the sword to go through and slaughter everybody in Jerusalem. But he said, you don't want you to start that. Right in my house. Cuff came and tell the same thing. He said, judgment got to start here. Judgment has to start here. This is the first place you got to clean up when you start to deal with anybody on the outside. The inside got to be clean. Even Yahushua, when he tried to tell us in the 23rd chapter book of Machayahu, he said, you are there that make clean the outside the cup. But on the inside, there's something wrong. These clothes do not keep you from committing sin. A rag on your head is all you have if you ain't got nothing in your heart. Don't get offended nobody say what you doing with that rag on your head ain't nothing in your heart. That's why David told, I hid the Dabarine in my heart that I might not sin against you. That's why when he danced out his clothes, it didn't cause him to commit no sin. I had something in my heart. Do you have anything in your heart? Are you reserving any information in your mind to keep you from committing sin? Mom told me, let not sin, therefore reign. That you should do what? Obey, because if I obey it, that disobedience got to be recompensed. You can't let sin enter your body and you're not going to be a transgressor. Anytime you yield to it, you are a transgressor. There's going to be a recompense. Now you got to ask yourself, how are we going to escape? How are we going to escape? And Yahoo showed us you're not getting by. You're not going to get by. He's going to set a trap for you. You're going to get caught. And when you get caught, you're going to be slaughtered. Hit me up at, give me a little bit more than, hit me up the book of Kazum, chapter 7. Got to let y'all know exactly what it is. If people say, I ain't heard talking about adultery, fornication, women prison, I still don't believe in it. Amen. I don't let no woman teach me. Ain't gonna happen. I just let on the power time. She starts out. I said, stop it right there. I ain't gonna let you teach. She said, no, listen, you stop it. Stop it. I said, did I shout? I don't suffer no woman to teach. I don't suffer. As best you at it, don't tell me what, don't ask me no question in the form and tell me nothing. I shoot it down. I bet, don't play me stupid. I'm asking a question. You can't ask no question in the form of no answer. Don't give it to me. You ask a question, keep it a question. And I don't allow y'all to, I don't suffer y'all to ask no question in the congregation. That's book. Pick up at 1 Corinthians 14:34. Before I tell you lie they want to, I ain't gave y'all no reason to sit around committing no sin. Amos 14:33. Lie from the pits of hell. Every man, every woman got to live clean. Got to live clean. Got to be a standard set. Listen to the book.
For Elohim is not the author of confusion.
Ain't no confusion here. He said he not responsible for it. He said he no author, no confusion, but a what?
Shalom.
As in well.
All congregation of the Kudash.
Listen.
Let your women keep silence in the synagogue.
A shop. I know I didn't got so many words we learned. Let your shop.
Keep silence in the synagogue.
For his what?
Not permitted unto them to speak.
For their what?
Commanded to be under obedience.
And?
Also saith the law.
And if they will learn
anything.
Wouldn't tell you teach. I don't know how they gonna take that. Why he just said let everybody in the congregation be quiet? Pillar told he let you know who's supposed to be submissive. He let you know who the subordinate. I don't know how y'all get around no woman rule. That never happened to me. Never. Ain't gonna never happen. Never happen. Never happen. Never happen. I'm like, Beta, I beat that ass. Beta trying to pull the ass, trying to get it go on. He just smite it. Get your eyes out with. Our desire was a sword. I'll smite you with.
No, we back. You know, it's so amazing how society just gravitates towards certain type of propaganda. Just but what's the outcome though? It doesn't matter what the outcome is. It's what's in power now. See, that's the thing. But I wasn't thinking, cause the stuff that he's saying is basically it's basically saying, okay, we we're back. We're trying to see what it is. The white man's back on top now. He's more comfortable now. So the black man feels like, okay, you're on top now. Then let me be on top too, because these black women they off the chain. They off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Well, because you put them you made them go off the chain. That's why. So don't try to act like that now. After you trying to get money from them off welfare and this and that, that and this. Don't try to act like you all, still stay in your place, nigga. Why you gonna sit there and try to dog her out now? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I just stand up to him. I just tell him how I feel. But as far as this going by this religious standpoint of it and this and that, I mean, come on. You should have been saying that stuff when they was getting paid the welfare. These kids still getting pregnant at 15, 14, 13 years old, trying to get on wherever, trying to get that money. Somebody gotta populate the earth, So if the government owns the women, or whatever, what makes you think your ass got any say so if you if that's the way it's been, that's the way it's been. If you married and you got you a girl already, but we're looking at how we know that's even true. How you know this ain't a hustle? Trying to play the society thing, something that I was probably responsible for developing and making the way it is, But you trying to jump on the bandwagon like I'm trying to. No, I'm not trying to do that. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get people, make people like you say you trying to do, get people conscious. But don't try to just use a slick move, trying to hide behind the the women's situation, because that right there just shows that you're giving what you making these men pimps, but they don't even have any hustle in them, but they don't even have a clue. I mean, yeah, I was made a kid. I was born in that pimp shit. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to do shit, but just do this and do that. And no, I was like, I'm gonna go out there, since y'all have this man raise me and y'all okayed it and y'all watched out for it. Then but I went out there and I went out there and saw something, did something, and got myself to experience certain things. You know what I'm saying? And I can still do that. But what I'm saying is, I saw something else. I seen something else out there. I seen stuff that a lot of people can't see, can't experience. You know what I'm saying? So they have to go through this whole format of being told what to do and how to do it and when to do it and this and that. You really can't follow your spirit. You're telling somebody to follow a spirit of this and that when you can't do it yourself because you're in the system. So that's the thing about it. You saying that women can't tell you nothing, but then you're in the system. The white man can tell you something. He can everything he's telling you. If you're telling me that you was in the system, you've been to jail, you got locked up, whatever, or whatever. Or even if you're in this religious thing, you're still connected with the government some kind of way. So you're being told what to do. So you don't say one thing and you're doing another, because you're misleading folks. That's how I feel about it. That's why cause my father who raised me, he used to talk like you. He just say the exact same thing you saying. He used to say that in the 70s. And then the 80s came, and then the Michael Jackson curl came, all that stuff. And he just changed his whole dynamic in the pulpit. He would tell me stuff, the real stuff, but then he would go and be on the pulpit and say something totally different to them folks. So I'm like, you can't say you can't say what you feel is true to one person or particular people. You say you can't say it to everybody. You shouldn't say it at all. That's what I feel. It's cocaine.
He said all them old white people gonna need to be dead before this thing get better for them. All the old white. Oh, listen. Even Oprah said she made her claim to fame on white people. Everybody realized, man, they gotta be the truth. Oprah done broke their heart. They so pissed with Oprah, they can't be. Oprah said all of them gonna need to be dead for anything to change for them. The old cracker can't keep them, suck the air out of them. The old cracker still got the same thing. You ain't got no 80 old cracker. They know how this thing works. You 80 years old, 90 years old, which means you came up in the 20s. What was a nigga position? In the 20s, in the 30s, in the 40s, in the 50s. They were still field working. 60s, all the way down to 68, you couldn't sit in a restaurant. You had to come to the back window. This ain't been that long ago. And if you 80 years old, you grew up in that era. Era for wrong, not for time. Era. All them old crackers got to be dead. He trying to sit here in your face, speak, now you want to know, what would you say to me back then? What would you say to my folks? You were going along with that foolishness. We know not all of them now. Not all. But we talking about for a mass majority of them. Some of these 80-year-old, 90 that white folks that playing with you in your face, they ain't stupid now. They were here. You ain't got to be that old. They're in their 60s. They're in their 70s. They grew up in an era in town where you couldn't walk in these restaurants. You couldn't be caught downtown. They grew up in an era where you couldn't put a black tie on a white shirt, because that meant you had a nigga choking a white man. Louisiana. In these southern towns, they couldn't put black tires behind white tires on your car. If you had white walls on the front and black on the back, it make you change. That's what you know when that nigga chase a white man down the street. That make you change to sell your tire. Put the white in the back. White man chase a nigga. No black tie on a white shirt, because that meant you had a black man choking a white man.
Okay.
This ain't been that long ago. Black man couldn't have a tie on. Only time a nigga have a tie on, he had to be a preacher. Wanna know the nigga, you a preacher or something, boy? Oh, boy.
Damn.
Hey, this. Sad part, they think, oh, but right, they all gotta be dead. They all gotta be dead. And the sad part, they taught it to their children. And they teach it to their children. And your law told you to teach this law to your children, your children's children. And let them teach another generation. You too scared of these crackers. Every time somebody step against them and they want self-preservation and they don't want to get beat and let white folk put their foot behind, they come out and kill all white people. That's always the answer to everything. They hate white. So what is a cracker that shoot niggas unarmed? God fear. Love of God with the mighty burning Jesus in his heart. White people don't never get the proper title. Never get the proper. Only black people that stand around rebel route, troublemaker, outside agitator. What are these crackers that shooting at these police around saying, man, they got me out here getting shot? Your own brother's doing it to you. The agitation coming from them. We just want equality. We want a right to life. I don't want nothing from these crackers. Let them have it. I don't want their religion. I don't want nothing they got. I already got my woman. I want that woman. Get whatever you want. If people worry about interracial marriage, I don't care about nobody interracial. Do what you want to do. Don't let nobody disrespect you. That's my only concern. Interracial marriage for us is you marry somebody who's going on with our daughter. There's a lot of bad black marriage. Oh, that's it. They justify because they ain't got nobody white. You got so many piss poor black marriages, it's ridiculous. Don't put on no interracial marriage. Interracial for us, the bigger interracial transgression for us is to marry a son. Marry a transgressor. That's interracial marriage. That's the worst kind. And we don't allow your kind around him. They don't want to talk about that, though. They think it's just like they got somebody in the same color. Two dirty socks the same color, too. They still dirty. Stupid self. Isn't that right? Come on, son. What I got y'all? Let's finish this up. Ooh, all that Shamu chapter 4. What verse we at? 20, 21?
20.
Listen.
Go ahead.
And the shots.
What's appeal? We got it from them. Now they gonna go past all these laws now because their kids done. But nobody cares. Now he tried to tell them, let my son go. If you don't, I'm gonna kill your son. That's what Yahuwah said. I fight. They killing us. So Yahuwah said, I'm gonna kill yours. They ain't got nobody who you go blame Ty. Ty the white company. What make a white kid just sit around looking at little things and say, hey man, let me just swallow it, they don't even wash it behind. All of a sudden he want to wash the inside of his gut, he don't want to wash it behind. I know Zach, bro, he probably gonna use none of that. He probably gonna say, man, that stuff dangerous. He don't put no washing machine. No offense or nothing like that. He said, he don't know what. He has no more reason. Harder than, oh, ain't harder. Nobody, who praying about his kids? A lot of kids said, listen, the influx of these drugs, they have sent through Ricky Ross. Ricky Ross went to jail. This is bad. Trying to show you a movie that they set him, CIA used this man for the country to raise money for the under Ronald Reagan, the president. This is a heinous crime. Ronald Reagan should be dug up and should be burned in prison. The fact that they fund, what did they tell you about in the project, how much money goes through the black Negro neighborhood? That you can fund a war from a project. All in poor projects. From California all the way down, just in project, you funded a war without Congress. Congress refused to sign off on the war with the Congress. They should have let the Soviets went ahead and took them bastards. Before they let us sit around and die. They sat here, influx our poor neighborhood, made us cook it up, bag it up, and then locked us up later. They made the money. Wash their hands, and then make a movie and show it to you. You don't know when you ought to be pissed. I guarantee I couldn't go make no movie showing back in the 1980s while I was raping no white women. Shoot, before that thing hit the end, my behind cold. Them crackers in the air, them here playing. What's all them playing? By the time I say that stuff, dropping from the air. The fact they can show you this stuff, you don't even know when you ought to be pissed. Pure piss. And for a cracker to sit back and question our integrity, our morality, for a cracker to sit around and question our loyalty to them, should we been more loyal to these crackers than them been in itself. Been patient with these crackers. They ain't changed yet. Crackers ain't tried. They don't even try to change. They don't even try to do better. Sit in your face, continue to insult you, and you don't see a cause you need to break away from these people. I'm coming just like Mushaw. Let my people go. So they can serve you who? If you don't let him go, he gonna kill your kids.
All right. We back. Trying to figure out why niggas so mad. Why so upset? Why they gotta be on this? That's what they were taught. That's what niggas was taught. They taught niggas to be this way. To show expressions, to be, be spiritual at certain times, And, so that's all we got, that's all I got, nigga. That's all nigga got to survive on, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas talk, some niggas just do. Some niggas show. Whatever nigga do, he's doing it. That's what emperors do. We do shit, And people sit back and they watch and they market off of it, And that's what they got everybody doing. They got everybody doing each other. And then they put out through technology who's running it, who the face of it. How you know that's the face of it? It's called television. Tell a lie with a vision. Come on, wake up and smell the coffee. Stop believing the propaganda. Start going to the source. The source is everything. But the source, who is the source? who do you think the source is? What would you call the source? Quite naturally, the first thing into your mind is what? Jesus, God, the Most High, Buddha, whatever your God is, money, your family, your husband, your wife, your kids, that's what we say. We put these things in, and we use these things to survive, to live, you know. And what I did was I found the most comfortable brother I know, or person that I know, or individual that I know that I can relate to it. Pretty much how I pretty much, so in so many ways think, I want the same level with, and a lot of us are like that. A lot of us don't like to admit it. A lot of us have never really sometimes experienced it, you know what I'm saying? But you can't show what you don't know, My thing is, you must realize that it might be a cold game, but you're gonna do two things. You're either gonna live it or you're gonna fight it. You're gonna fight it, and that's the thing. That's the thing about it. We've been fighting this whole game. They keep going in circles. And I'm like, how do you keep going in circles with this thing? I watch it. I don't really. I mean, I've voiced my opinion on certain things. First thing I do is take what I say, take what I throw, take what I do, and throw it into a comedy racket, And ain't nothing funny about niggas pain, niggas life. Yes, we might be strong individuals. We might be the ones who can, prosper in certain things and everything. But the thing about it is, it shouldn't have to keep going on and on and on. There should be a time where people realize, and people do realize. But the thing about it is, we're the ones doing it to ourselves. See, we don't want to come. We want to, that Donald Trump was just something that was just there. That just reacted. It was not. It had nothing to do with him being white, being rich, being this or being that. I mean, it just happens he was that. And I went through the ordeal because he's the front. Everything was revolving around him, just like everything revolving around me. I mean, it's just that's just how it is. But you have to understand. By it being a cold game, going through all this charade and going all this, we wasting time. We wasting time. Because what it is, we need to stay on the path. Stay on the path of righteousness. Okay? That's what we do, is stay on the path of righteousness and keep doing what's right. Keep finding a way. If you don't know what's right, ask questions. You're not gonna know, you're not gonna assume. See, when you assume, who are you assuming from? Who are you taking your assuming from? See, that's the thing about it. People want to assume for greed, for fame, for glory. They're trying to hide from the fact. You can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Why run? Why try to hide? What is your whole game plan on that? That doesn't make no sense. Let's go
He
game.
get taken out. I don't care where he put him, where he teach him, what he let him read, what he give him. You're going to continue to take your kids down till you let his people go. Somebody got to stand and tell him. Somebody got to tell him. Y'all don't like that.
And that's the thing about it. We have this story that was told of us. This and that and this. And now we're going to start using the book that was there before we were even born. that we were taught to do to one another or how things are going to be. Well, man, listen, if the book was written and people are living their lives based off the book, then how can stuff not happen? Especially when you got the media involved, you got TV involved. People going to sit there and put that on. They're going to take what they have in the book and put it on TV, so and form some kind of analogy that relates to it. So people can have a story. People can have a pulpit preaching. That's where my raps came from, preaching. If you notice that when I rap, it sounds like I'm preaching. But I put it in a category of what I thought at 18 years old. I was 18 years old when I wrote that, and wrote all those rhymes, and that's where I thought about it when it comes to the world that I saw outside of religion, but it was all worldly. So we're all we want to change. We want to be here spiritually, be here in the world. So you're going back and forth. Why can't you be all the same at one time? Why there gonna be a separation? There is a separation. People they were doing that back when I was coming up in the 70s. I saw it clearly, but it was accepted because it showed that you were somebody. Because you have to understand, these black folks might have been going through some hardcore type of segregation, through the 60s or through the 50s. I didn't see none of that. I didn't see no racial. Because I used to beat up white people. Growing up, we were all kids. I didn't see you as being black. They were told that I was black there. I know I saw a kid was doing something. We gonna fight. That's all we did was fight. We fought just to fight. A new kid come on the block. A new kid. First thing he gotta do is fight. That's the first thing he gotta do. You new kid come. I remember when I went to Ohio in 19, and I thought I might have started that. I remember going in 1979 to my father's people's house. That was actually we went the first time. It was in '77. We went the first time in '77. And we fought then too. I already proved it because when I went back in '79, I didn't have to fight no more. But '77, that's when 7 years old. That's when I had to fight to prove that I was they used to call me the California Kid. That's my cousin Pookie. He called me when I fought this one dude. I don't know. They probably wasn't really fighting. Probably just messing with my head, trying to see if I was tough enough. See if their uncle had did his job to me, at least. And they didn't realize my mother was from L.A. Raised in L.A. and Compton, but L.A. first. So she was already. She was gonna make that happen, whether it was with her brothers or 7 brothers, or 7 older brothers, or whatever, But I mean, that's how I look at it now. Just looking on the past and stuff that kind of niggas go through, But yeah, this
Go on, let's see what happened.
And it came to pass by the way in the end
What happened?
that Yahuwah met him and sought to kill him.
Yeah.
Then Zipporah took a sharp stone and cut off the foreskin of her Ben,
And what happened?
and cast it at his feet, and said, Surely a bloody husband art thou to me.
What happened?
So he let him go. Then she said, A bloody husband thou art, because of the circumcision.
Listen.
And Yahuwah said unto Aaron, Go into the wilderness to meet Moshe.
Yeah.
And he went and met him in the Mount of Elohim and kissed him. And Moshe told Aaron all the Dabarim.
Who did that? Yahuwah. That's the book told us. That man or woman in their title heart. And with her pertinent face, she kissed him. And she forced him with the flatter on her lip. Listen.
And Moshe told Aaron all the Dabarim of Yahuwah who had sent him,
Yeah.
and all the signs which he had commanded him.
And what did they do?
And Moshe and Aaron went and gathered together all the elders of the Bnei of Yasharal.
And what did they do?
And Aaron spake all the Dabarim which Yahuwah had spoken unto Moshe,
And what did he do?
and did the signs in the sight of the
Yeah, so they did that. Told them to them with me, they seen the darkness. stuff come up. They seen the gnats come up. All this stuff. But I'm still captive. This ain't doing a whole lot. After the story, I gotta go home. See, the only way that's gonna help us, the only way that's gonna really get us to where we need to be, we gotta get out of there. That's when you'll believe. You ain't gonna believe it, you get out of there.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, get out of where? Go where? Nigga. Do you know where I live at? Huh? Nigga, I've been all over the world. I mean, I've seen places. I felt and there's nothing better than where I'm at right now. Nothing better. Nowhere better. Okay? Now, one place is better. I don't care where it is. No more place is better than where I am right now. Only thing people are afraid of is earthquakes. Earthquakes. That's the reason why people are the way they are where I'm from, where I live in, because of earthquakes. And that's why I do what I do. Because, I mean, I'm like this, okay? Whatever man does, and whatever man goes through, I leave that to the hands of the Most High. Okay, the Most High, I mean, I can't speak on it. That's why I don't really pray. I mean, we were taught that. We were taught to pray on people. I mean, that's what we were taught. You know, for somebody who probably was halfway retarded. You know, or maybe that person was retarded who taught them. I don't know. The thing about it is, only thing I'm praying to God for is don't just keep the earthquakes away, or whatever those things that you can do. As far as the people, I can deal with them. As long as I know you got them, I don't worry about them. I don't question them. I question them if I have to. I mean, that's when the spirit comes. But the spirit, I mean, is what it is. I mean, I leave that in your hand. That might be your thing, you know. I used to worry a lot. About people. And I started to realize you can't worry about people. They're already gonna be. Only thing you could do is advise. Try to advise as the best way you can. If you can advise, if you feel like you have to advise, then advise. Advise me if you think. I mean, I don't mind hearing your opinion. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do it exactly the way you say it, or maybe I will. You know.